Energize, create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cupid chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom,
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Richardson to throw off play action. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The Colts had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN. And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Richardson off the play fake. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence puts it on the carpet. It's out. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. Well, that with a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Richardson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off play action, Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
second down. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this. Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right. And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards. Those double moves like that, oh, they have to be a bear to defend.
They are. And they're really effective early in the game when you're really amped up and you sell the double move and you're gone to the races. But it also works later after you've hit a few hitches in front of the defender. Then you've set him up. Now you hitch and go, and there's your end result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. It's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's Richardson to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On the slant, he's got Davis. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Richardson to throw off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that and now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On play action, Lawrence. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-position. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Andy. 57 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Allen Lazard from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence toward the pylon, caught. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leads them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Colts, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.